Hello, this is my third video about für Elise. In the first one I showed you the right hand of the first section. In the second video I showed you the left hand and then put the two together. This one is about the next section. It's still part of the famous part, as it were, part of the famous part. I will be playing notes that are just outside the range of this camera, but I can't help that, not without a lot of work. But I will explain all that when it comes. So we finished the last bit with this little phrase, didn't we? So the right hand went, and if you followed my fingering, you will have ended on the third finger on that A. What I want you to do next is bring your thumb under that, as you would in a scale, to the B, and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's B, C, D, E. So your fingers are in that position, and notice your fifth, although it hasn't played yet, is on the F. Then you keep those fingers there, reach your thumb down to the G, and do that. G, F, E, D. That's 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 4, 3. So we've done. Then you move down a step and do the same thing. And then down another step and do the same thing. So we start in this position, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then those fingers stay there, but the thumb moves down there. Then all the fingers move down a step and do the same thing. Then they all move down another step. Okay, if you want to pause the video and practice that, do. Now, I'm going to straight away show you what the left hand does there. It's quite similar to what it did in the first section. You remember in the first section it did A, E, A, and E, E, G sharp. Well, here it's going to go C, G, C. So again, it's 5, 2, 1. And then it's going to go G, G, B. So that's rather like when it played E, E, G sharp, except there's no black key, but the fingering is the same. So we go 5, 1, 2. I recommend 2. You can use another finger if you want. So we've got C, G, C, G, G, B. Then you do A, E, A again. And then you go down here to E, which you can just perhaps see. So I'm going E, E. Now, let's see how that fits together. Again, pause the video whenever you like and practice. I'll do that once more before showing you the next bit. Notice what I did there. So we did. By the way, I suppose I should say that this is fingered slightly different from how Beethoven wrote it in terms of which hand plays what, but this, basically it sounds the same and this is easier, so I'm not going to talk about that anymore. So we've had E, E, 2 of those. So the left is going 5, 1, the right goes 1, 1, 5. So we've had. Then your left hand jumps up here and plays those same 2 notes, so that the right can play another octave E. So that high E is outside the range of my camera, but it's basically my right hand has gone up the octave. I'll just do that again. It's slightly confusing at first, but it's not really very complicated. We have 2 of those. and then the octave, then the left hand plays that same octave, then the right hand plays that. So it's... Okay. Then, now Beethoven does split this between the hands. Again, it's not this next part, it's not necessary to do that, but I do it because I think two reasons. It helps you with the phrasing and it helps you remember how many times you repeat the notes. So after the bit we've just done, the left hand goes D sharp E, then the right hand goes D sharp E, then the left hand goes D sharp E, and then basically the right hand plays one more D sharp and then does the first section again. So you remember at the beginning we had, and then later in the first section we had, well this time it's, but before that we have just that, so left, right, left. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the very end of the first section and I'm going to play through all this new section. And so on, and then you simply repeat the whole of the first section, repeat the whole of the second section, the new bit that we've been doing just now, and then do the first section once more. And if that's all you're doing, then I suggest you finish, or you can do, that works equally well, because that's not really the end, but it's the end of the sort of famous bit that everybody likes. Okay, that's all I'm going to say on that. I hope that helps. That's the end of this video.